So I know I've been talking about page creation, and I know we're going to get into the actual creation of our first page. But before we do that, there's one final thing I want to talk about. And I know we already discussed this before when we were talking about global navigation, but I want to talk about uploading files to your course. Okay, so remember, we're going to use our course navigation here, not our global navigation, and we're going to click on Files. And the reason I'm going to talk about this right now is when we go to create our page, it's going to benefit us to have all of the files that we might want to use when we're building that page. Okay, so you'll notice here I already have a couple of folders in my Sandbox course folder: Presentations, Unit 1, and Unit 2. Now let's say there are many other files that I actually want to upload and put into my course here. Well, there are several different ways that I can do that. So first and foremost, I can click on the upload button here. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go to my desktop. And let's say that I've got some files here in this unit folder that I want to upload. So I've already handled unit 1 and 2, but let's say I want to add these files related to unit 3. So unit 3 worksheet, Unit 3 worksheet answers, and a presentation associated with Unit 3. Okay? So I want to upload those files. So I can either upload them one by one if I want to, but if you're wanting to upload a large number of files, there's a very easy way to do that. In this window, pick the file that you want to upload that is at the beginning of the list of files. So I want to upload these 4. Here's the first one, so I'm going to select it by clicking it. So you just click it once. Okay? And then here's the last file that I want to upload. So I want to upload all 4 of these, with this one being the last. So before I click this file down here, this PowerPoint presentation file, I'm going to hold the Shift key on my keyboard. And then I'm going to click that file once. And when I do that, it's going to select all 4 of those files. And if I now click on Choose, I'm going to be able to upload all 4 of those files simultaneously. Now you'll notice that right now those 4 files are just coming here into the main folder. Let's say I want to organize them a little more logically. I have a Unit 1 folder and a Unit 2 folder, and I want these files to be in a Unit 3 folder. So I'm just going to click on the plus folder button here, and the folder that appears, I'm going to name it Unit 3. And now if I want to, I can drag these files to that folder one by one, or just like I did when I was uploading them, I can click the first file once, so you don't double click it, because if you double click it, it's going to open like this. I can click that first file once, and then I'm going to hold Shift and I'm going to click this last file once. Notice all 3 of them are now blue, and I can just now click, drag, and drop those files into that Unit 3 folder. And so now all of those files have been moved to the Unit 3 folder. Now, you may have noticed, and you may already be able to say, well, wait a second, why didn't you just create a Unit 3 folder to begin with if you knew you were going to upload Unit 3 files? And you're absolutely right. If I know I'm going to need a folder for each unit, then I can come here and I can say, okay, I want a Unit 4 folder, and maybe I want a Unit 5 folder. Okay, so I've got these folders, and now if I want to upload files to those folders, I simply go into the folder itself, and again I can click the upload button. And then I'm going to come over here in this folder, choose Unit 4, and here's the last Unit 4 file. So again, I'm going to hold Shift and click, and I now have chosen those 3. And I'm going to choose. And now these 3 Unit 4 documents are uploading to my Unit 4 folder. So once this is done, let me go back to my Sandbox folder, my main one, and notice here's my Unit 4 folder, and if I click on it, there are those 3 files. So that's one way you can upload files, but Canvas has native drag and drop built into it. Now what I mean by that is, let's say that this window, my browser window, was on the same screen as my desktop window. Okay, so I'm going to come over here onto my desktop, and I'm going to open up that unit folder. So here are all of those documents that I was just pulling into my Canvas course. And let's say that I want to now move these Unit 5 documents, or let's say I want to move all of these documents in here and start putting them into their respective folders. Well, what I can actually do is if I want to move Unit 5 and Unit 6 in here, I don't have to click this upload button if I don't want to. I can simply select all of the files I want to upload, then I'm going to click and hold and drag them over here, and I'm going to see this drop items to upload in the window, and when I drop them, it's going to upload all of them. So it uploads them all. But again, because I did that in the main folder, it's going to upload these to the main folder. So it's not going to drop these Unit 5 and Unit 6 files in my Unit 5 folder. Okay, so let's go ahead and let it do that. I'm going to go ahead and create another folder called Unit 6 while it's doing that. Okay, so there's Unit 6. And as these files upload, I will drag them into their respective folders. So this Unit 5 here is going to go into my Unit 5 folder. There it goes. Okay. All right, it looks like the worksheets are uploading. So let me go ahead and drag these into Unit 5, and then here comes Unit 6. I'm going to let it finish uploading, and then I'm going to drag those files into the Unit 6 folder. And then the final thing I'm going to show you is how to drag and drop files into their respective folder. It's pretty much the exact same way that we uploaded files. Okay, so let me drag these into the Unit 6 folder. All right, so my files are now all nice and neat in their folders. Let me create a Unit 7 folder for the Unit 7 content I'm about to upload. And once I've created that folder, I'm now going to click on it so that I am inside the Unit 7 folder, which is currently empty. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to select my 3 Unit 7 files. I'm going to click and hold and drag and drop them here. And now these files are going to upload directly to my Unit 7 folder. So rather than them uploading to my sandbox folder, they're going to upload directly into my Unit 7 folder. So right now, before we begin the next part of our tutorial on pages, go ahead and take some time to upload files, get them arranged the way that you need them to be. And remember, the files you want to take care of here is pretty much any file that is not a video file. Don't worry about video files right now. I'm going to talk to you about those in just a little bit. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and then we'll move on to building our first page.